Hey guys, Weir, road2rooter.com, coming to you from the greenhouse. Clif just sent out a tweet that I think I find very interesting, and it links in with a lot of my theories of what's happening, the transition between the good guys and the bad guys, out of the old system and into something new. It is clear to me, at least, that the cryptos are the good guys' choice for the transition. That's why there's no laws really put up against it. China's about to back down. Russia's back down. Even JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon saying, "Oh, I'm not going to comment on it anymore because it might be good." I'm sure Jamie got a lot of crap from his last comments, considering he's got all those people out there working to start up blockchain companies, and he's putting billions of dollars of the company's money into blockchain. So kind of hard for him to diss Bitcoin. And I'm sure he lost a lot of business because of that. And I'm sure his minions out there, the 100 people he employs just to look at the blockchain, went back to him and said, "You got to cut that crap out. You know, we're losing business because of you." And so he has dialed back his stance on cryptocurrencies, and he will continue to dial it back. And one day he'll say, "Oh, I love them." So there's your Jamie Dimon update. But Clif's two tweets he put out this morning. One says "ack." That's his. Basically, puts out a original tweet. He starts with ACK, which is like the crow of this raven, I believe. That's my only position. I don't know what it is. I just after I see that, I know to pay attention. He said, "Working on November data now. Bitcoin at 6,888 still shows a pullback. Now looking for clues as to how deep. Doubt 40% as that was just done." So he's saying the number 6,888 is still coming up in his data. His data for the cryptos, for Bitcoin especially, has been extremely accurate. And it's just unbelievable how accurate it is. That's why he's becoming so famous right now, is because of that data. I like all the other stuff he talks about, but yeah, his predictions on Bitcoin have been spot on. So Bitcoin will likely continue to go up at least another $1,300, $1,400 from here to 6,888, and then have another pullback, as Bitcoin does. It's the crocodile teeth. So it's one of those things you need to make your decision whether or not you're going to be a trader and try to trade the highs and buy on the lows and things like that, or just sit back and say, "Okay, I'd be happy with $30,000 Bitcoin by the middle of next year, based on what you have today." And that way you don't even have to think about it. You can just sit back and ride it out. But his second Twitter tweet, is even more interesting to me, because it really makes sense as to what the transition's happening and the difference between cryptocurrencies, crypto tokens, platform tokens, things like that. And his second tweet was "ack. BTC pullback around 6,888 shows as due to sloshing of capital into altcoin burst out." Woo-hoo. Right now, Bitcoin's running and all the altcoins are pretty much staying even. They're going up a little, but nothing like Bitcoin, and all the cryptocurrencies, the big names, are really moving. Bitcoin, Ethereum, even Litecoin's up near $60. But the altcoins are kind of hovering around. And I think my take is because the altcoins represent businesses, tokens used within a business concept. And those businesses are still being built out. They're not, most of them don't have a retail offering yet. I think the closest, well, no, some of them do. Like the 10x Pay card is in use in Europe, and Reggie Middleton with Vertasium is about to announce any day now the Jamaican Stock Exchange deal. Everything's kind of coming down to the end of October, because they also are. Trump is deciding whether or not to release the JFK documents from the CIA and the FBI. Now, those documents, every president since Kennedy's assassination has decided to keep those documents hidden from humanity. And in today's day and age, I can't see any reason why Trump would do that again. It absolutely implicates the government on the assassination of their own president. Yes, it is a big deal. and that decision has to be made on October 20th. And if Trump decides not to sequester these documents and close them up for another 5, 10, 20 years, then we know Trump is either a bad guy or not ready to let humanity free. And we do need freedom. I think he won't sequester them, but we'll find out. But everything's come down to that. And what that has to do with the cryptos is a complete lack of faith in the government-sponsored money, the IMF, the Federal Reserve. What if the Federal Reserve was involved in the killing of JFK? What if the bankers were involved in some way? What if the CIA and the NSA and the FBI were involved? Obviously, we have a huge drop in confidence, anger amongst the people. So you might see a crashing of the monetary system a lot sooner if it shows involvement within the highest echelons of government, especially at the Fed, which is supposed to be an independent entity, not part of the federal government, and no laws really apply to it. We will see. We will see just what takes place. But what Clif's saying here is that the reason for the pullback from 6888 may be due to the sloshing of capital back and forth to the alt currencies, meaning these businesses I've been talking about for so long finally kick in and their retail products start coming out. I know Salt should be up and running by the end of the year. Veritasium's got a lot of irons in the fire. And there's a lot of these, Amizigo, a lot of these companies that have platforms that are just at the cusp of breaking out into humanity, as in being used. They're not just ICOs with some idea that will never happen. They're ICOs with ideas that are businesses behind it, people behind it, energy behind it, money behind it, putting it into action. And that is really exciting for the altcoins, the tokens. I think a lot of the money that's going into Bitcoin right now can easily slosh back into the tokens, because there's more that can be done with a company than a cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency has pretty much one goal in life, and that's to be safe and fast. And you can see that in Bitcoin, you can see that in Litecoin, you can see it in all the crypto. Monero's, supposed to be more safe, and nobody knows who's in there, right? Things like that. So they all have their little thing, but the tokens attached to business can change, can adapt, can introduce new products. All kinds of things can be done with these businesses. I was going over the Salt stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, there's just so much they can do with their tokens, with the concept, with the cryptocurrency backed loans. It could go to anything. It could perform all the duties that a banker is performing today in a new crypto world. So I look forward to announcements from businesses about things that are happening. Veritasium is going to announce the Jamaican Stock Exchange deal very soon. I think they're going to move on to their other project that's in the works, which is I think I said it's a $2 billion exchange. The German stock exchange. It isn't. It's a $2 trillion market cap. So yeah, these are big deals, gigantic deals that Reggie's working on, and it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. Anybody in the banking industry knows something's wrong with their current system, and the cryptos are coming out with the solutions, and the solutions are absolutely trustworthy because you don't have to trust anybody. You can trust math. So it's just beyond exciting. And then let's take a quick look for all you crypto lovers. All green across the board today. Exciting. Look at Ethereum's up 11% today, or in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin's up to 5,600. Remember, it's going to 688. So that's, what's that? 20% higher from here within the next, he said November, so within the next 3 months. That's a good return. But the other ones could probably, percentage-wise, return more. And then a pullback at 688 potentially. I don't think it'll last very long. Ripple, I don't like. The reason I don't like Ripple is that as the banks start to crumble, they need to suck revenues and suck gains and earnings out of their other assets. So they'll be all be trying to sell Ripple for their profits, to cover up the holes everywhere else. That's why I don't like Ripple. Bitcoin Cash, I like and I don't like. I don't know. Nobody knows what's going to happen to Bitcoin Cash. Will it turn into the Litecoin type of transactional Bitcoin? I don't know. I think Roger Ver and his guys are propping up that market, and then Coinbase supposedly giving out their Bitcoin Cash by the end of the year, and for people who had Bitcoin during the August 1st fork. And then will everybody go out and start selling more Bitcoin Cash, and will it dive? I don't know. But I am interested in that because I think there's a lot of potential there if the bankers shut down. If Bitcoin is seen as pretty much only a store of value because it's too slow, then I think Bitcoin Cash would be competing up there with Litecoin and Dash for the three fastest, most reliable. I don't own any Bitcoin Cash, and I don't own any Dash. I do own Litecoin. And Charlie Lee's doing a great job at Litecoin. Keep it up, Charlie. And let's see what else are we excited about. Monero, look at Monero's up 10%. Then you get some reds, like Amizigo. I think he's really undervalued. I really do. That's the one Clif High said is going to go up 30,000%. We don't know what the starting point is, but 30,000% is pretty high if you ask me. Steam is Steam. It needs new money coming in. Not just the popular people pulling away all the Steam tokens, which is pretty much what goes on now. They got to figure out a new business model so that it spreads the wealth a little bit. EOS, who knows what's going to go on with that. That's one of those companies that they're going to compete against Ethereum, but there's a long lead time between now until when their product is ready to go, and that's a problem. Well, it's kind of a problem. As long as the system stays together, they're all right. But if it doesn't, when could their product ever come out? And so I think there will be a premium paid for the tokenized companies that are close to producing a retail product, if that makes any sense. And there's Salt, $3.16. Truthfully, I don't know what number Salt should be. I have recommended to Salt that they look into the concept of requiring a certain percentage of the collateral be in Salt tokens. I think they need to support their product, and if 10% of all the collateral is need to be Salt, huge demand for Salt, if you ask me. And they can start selling those retail tokens they have for like 25 bucks a piece right now. So yeah, an announcement like that, if they can do it technologically and legally and all that, and get all the T's crossed and the I's dotted, I think that would be a huge coup for Salt. And I sent them the idea, and we'll see what happens. And there might be legal reasons why they can't do it, because they have to dance within all these banking operations, and whether or not it's a security or not, and things like that. They're still kind of quiet about that stuff. Although they did announce today a partnership with a sovereign bank, one of the islands that is trying to become, I forgot the name of it, but it's trying to become one of the hubs for the crypto world. So that was really exciting. I saw that. I'm like, yeah, way to go, Salt. Keep working at it. Veritasium is just a shining star. It's going to be a monster. It's going to be a monster in the new world, in the new crypto world. Good job, Reggie. Keep it up. And it's still, nobody's still trading Veritasium, and it's kind of sad that the exchanges are so afraid of it. Ether Delta is, but I tried to get on Ether Delta today, and it was down most of the day, and all kinds of problems there. But again, remember, this is the Wild West. These are the early days. One of my favorite is Populous PPT, $2.99 Screaming Steel. I actually give away one PPT with every silver coin I give away on the private road. So if you want to join the private road, go to roadtoruda.com, and I will send you one PPT token in a paper wallet. And for a lot of people, I know it's their only crypto. And you might think, oh, who cares? It's $3. Well, I was doing the same thing with Ethereum when it was $10, and look at it now, it's $350. So yeah, you can make money off this stuff by joining the private road at the Road to Ruda. and you get all the information, which is even better. So yeah, lots going on in the cryptos. See, as you get farther into the tokens, you're seeing some red because people don't, the companies are still startups. People aren't real sure about the tokens, but they are getting real sure about Bitcoin and Ethereum. And a lot of these people are momentum chaser type people. So if they see Bitcoin go up, they'll sell their tokens and they'll run towards Bitcoin. And then if Bitcoin isn't going up very fast and these tokenized companies are making 200, 300, 400, 500%, they're going to run back. So you're going to see that flow. I think that's what Clif High is talking about when he says BTC pullback around 6,888 shows due to sloshing of capital into altcoin burst out. I'm excited about that. So where do you want to be? Yes, Bitcoin is going up. It looks strong. Altcoins aren't moving all that fast, but do you want to be on the altcoin side of that slosh when Bitcoin hits 688 and everybody's like, oh my God, Bitcoin's not doing too much because it's moved too fast. Let's put all our money into the altcoins, and then poof, the market's so thin it just goes skyrocketing in seconds. And we've seen it many times. Look at Omizigo, was trading it like nothing, and you look at Ethereum was trading it $5, $6, $7. I remember a year and a half ago. I remember screaming to be like, buy, yeah, buy, and then it just shot up to $400 or $500. These moves, once people understand that there's companies behind this or there's platforms behind this, and they will be used and they're hugely important. Yeah, the shares the tokens and the altcoins can shoot up unbelievably. I think Litecoin is due for that. I know it almost hit $100 and it fell back down to 50, but that's just for starters. I do see. I see Litecoin being kind of like silver. Silver and gold, I think, will cross because of the absolute necessity of silver and the 150 years of manipulation. With Litecoin and Bitcoin, I think it's more of a perception thing. Everybody says, oh, cryptocurrencies, that's Bitcoin. And Litecoin is so much more useful as a means of exchange. It's cheaper, it's faster, and Charlie Lee is fighting to keep that, and he's doing a great job. So real excited about that as well. November should be crazy, but remember, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, until the next slowdown in the cryptos. Maybe even July. So this is the part where right now there's about 1% of the population who knows a little bit about cryptos. Within 6 to 7 months, it's going to be 3%. So it's not double, but triple. Is that triple? No, it's 2 times. Twice as many people. No, it's 3 times. 3 times as many people as there are today will be into the cryptos. And just imagine the amount, the flow of capital of the $100 trillion of cash sitting on the sidelines right now, according to Kyle Bass. How much of that's going to flow into the cryptos? I would guess a whole lot of it, and with a total market cap of $172 billion, and you've got hundreds of trillions flowing into it, $100 trillion. If it all went into it, it won't all go into it. But say maybe just $1 trillion goes into it. Holy moly, you're going to see some monster moves. Anyway, this is Weir live from the greenhouse. We'll talk to you later.